So basically, we're gonna get Matt Hardy versus Goldust, and Goldust comes out, and I like how Lawler's like, Goldust is so bizarre, blah blah blah, but it's like, you know, they think it's cool about the Santina thing is cool or something, but Goldust, oh, it's bizarre. I think Goldust is cooler than Santina, but that's just me. So the match was over before it happened. Um, what was it? Oh yeah, Matt Hardy clocked Goldust with his cast, pinned him for a 3 count, and that was pretty much it. So I was reading that Matt Hardy's probably going to be out of action for 4 to 6 weeks or something. So I'm guessing they're just going to have him do like cheap hit and runs or something, or cutting promos or something for a few weeks. So we'll see where that goes. Next we got Orton versus MVP. This was a really really good matchup, I thought. 'Cause I'm like still happy MVP's on Raw because he's like one of my favorites. So it was pretty much back and forth for like most of the match. Like the first half of the match, MVP got the upper hand. He dropped toe hold Orton in the turnbuckle and kicked him in the face and kicked Orton out of the ring. Then later in the second half, it was kind of back and forth for a while. And then eventually, like, Orton kind of got the upper hand and he tossed MVP out of the ring. And then Shane McMahon like showed up through the crowd like with a kendo stick. He like ran through the crowd and just started beating Orton with it. And then after he hit him about 10 times or something, he went up to the top rope and dropped an elbow on him. And then about this point, Priceless comes out and chases off Shane McMahon with a chair. And this was pretty cool because, it keeps the whole McMahon-Orton feud thing going. But the one thing I didn't like, though, was I didn't like how, like, Shane McMahon would have ran away and, would have been, like, looking down. And they should have had Orton still be, like, down, hurting, or unconscious or something versus standing up like, I'm gonna get you! Something like that. So the next thing we get is we get a Miz promo, and Miz is basically like talking about how he's like on Raw, he's gonna make an impact. He wants to go after the top guy, John Cena. So he challenges Cena to a match, and Cena doesn't come out, obviously, because he's injured or something, or so obviously we don't think he's there at this point. Just spoiled it for later, and so he wants Lillian to announce him as the winner. And Lillian doesn't do it, so he announces himself as the winner. So this kind of looks like they're kind of giving Miz a little bit of a push, but we'll see where this goes. I wonder if next week they'll probably have him and Cena fight and probably have Cena beat him or something. So we'll see what happens. But hopefully Miz will get a little bit of a push because I think he's got like a little bit of talent. So. The next thing we get the Colognes versus Chavo Guerrero and Jamie Noble in a tag team match, like non-title or anything. I was kind of surprised to see Guerrero and Noble teamed up. They probably were just like, oh, we need a tag team match. Well, you guys aren't wrestling. Go out there and fight those guys. So that's probably what they did. So the Colognes win the matchup. Carlito got a backstabber on Chavo and pinned him. So far, Chavo's lost 2 matches. I'm going to go with if he has 10 matches, he's going to win 1 match. I'm going to say that right now. Place a little bet. And if you win, you can have my glass of water. So, next thing we get is backstage. We got Josh Matthews. Like, he runs up to Batista and asks him something. He's like, Batista, do you feel responsible about Triple H losing the championship? And Batista glares at him and he's like, well, actually, like, somewhat I feel responsible for it. He's like, but tonight, he's like, I'm going to make up for it. I'm going to beat up Big Show. I'm going to go to the Judgment Day, and I'm going to hurt Orton. I'm going to hurt Orton because he hurt me. He hurt Triple H. He hurt the McMahon family, blah, blah, blah. So, see where that goes. Which is actually, we're going to see if that happens in about 5 seconds. Well, okay, more than 5 seconds. So, Vicky Guerrero comes out again, and she's without her wheelchair again. So, apparently, she's miraculously healthy to walk around or whatever. It's weird with her because it's like, is she confined to a wheelchair? Is she not confined to a wheelchair? So, oh yeah. Here's a classic part of Raw. She says, "May I remind you of recent events?" And then they show the same footage that they showed at the beginning of the show again. The same footage of Orton kicking Vince McMahon in the head, kicking Shane McMahon in the head, RKOing and DDTing Stephanie. But then they added in the backlash footage, so at least they did that. But same footage again, though. And she then announces that next week they're going to be Randy Orton versus Shane McMahon one-on-one, so that'll be cool. And then we got our main event. We get Big Show versus Batista. This match was alright. It was kind of slow at times, but yeah, that's the thing though. I mean, most of the time when Big Show wrestles, it's obvious his slow, dominating pace and stuff. But then it's like if he wrestles like somebody that can sell well, it's usually pretty cool. So I'm not really like big on Batista selling and stuff, but you know. So the one thing I did like in this matchup though, like that I thought was kind of cool, was like Batista was like giving Big Show like his shoulder tackles in the corner, and then after the second one he did, Big Show was like F this, clubs him down, and stops the offense or whatever. So then the finish ends with like Big Show getting counted out because like what happens is he chokeslams Batista. Batista kind of rolls out of the ring. Big Show follows him, and then Cena like shows up on the stage. Like he grabs onto a ref and he's like limping out there, and like Big Show's like distracted that Cena's there or something, and then like the referee's counting, and then he turns around to the ref's like, and Big Show's like, oh shit, gotta get back in the ring, and he just misses it, so he gets counted out. And basically, like I kind of didn't like the ending of Raw that much. Like it kind of didn't make a lot of sense. It's like Big Show and Cena are like staring each other down for a while, staring each other down. And then Batista spears Big Show just for the hell of it, just for the hell of it. And then Big Show gets up, and then he's still glaring at Cena, and it's like they don't do anything, It's like Big Show could have, like, they had at least maybe like 3 minutes or something. They could have like did something, but instead it's just them staring at each other. I would have liked to have seen maybe like Big Show like chase him or something, and then just like, stop the show or something. I don't know. Of course, it would have made Cena look like a coward, but it would have just been something different. As WWE loves to have these guys like stare at each other like crazy, Oh, and one thing I forgot to mention during the show that I thought was weird was they had a commercial break, or during the commercial break they had a commercial to like promote ECW tomorrow night, which would be tonight because it's Tuesday. But they were like, Jack Swagger went into Backlash as ECW champion. Did he walk out the champion, or is Christian running the Land of Extreme or something? But it's like when they did that, they showed that commercial. They showed that like twice after they showed like the whole like footage of Backlash. So you already know Christian won the championship. So they're gonna promote tomorrow's show, asking, oh, who's the champion? But they already know who the champion is. So why don't they like just be like, Christian won the championship, but will Jack Swagger retaliate? Or something like that. Just something, common sense wise. So yeah, that's the Raw review. Hopefully for the fact that it was outside, it wasn't a horrible, terrible show or anything, but I tried. It's outside, it's different. It's not inside in front of the awesome webcam. So yeah, I will see you guys next time, so remember, keep drinking plenty of water. Peace out.